Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Tuesday, the 9th of December. So today we do have, or have had, some news already. We've had the Australian interest rate left alone as expected, still at 3.6%. Don't think there'll be any movement on that. I haven't read the statements, etc. at the moment. I'd look at that before I did much else. Aside of that, just looking at what we got today, then Tuesday, ADP weekly employment change. Okay, what's that coming out on a weekly employment change? Oh goodness! Don't say they're going to start doing one of those as well. Is that a new number? Don't know what's going on there. Anyway, there we go. On a Tuesday, it seems all completely wrong. Right. Anyway, there we are. It's there. Weekly job changes. The weekly figures normally come out on a Thursday. Unemployment claims. There we go. I don't know what that is. I'll have to have a look into that a bit more. Weekly employment change. Right. Okay. So that is it. We're really looking forward to the big day tomorrow, and we've got the Bank of Canada and more importantly, in terms of the markets, the Fed meetings. So we'll have to wait and see for that. But let's go and have a look at the technicals. We'll start off looking at the euro dollar as ever. He says, there we go. So a little bit all over the shop there yesterday. Not looking particularly bright at the moment, but not really going too far. There's some low on the 4 hourly. We can just about make out lower highs, lower lows on these spikes, but they are a bit spiky. It's a horrible blinking market as it sits at the moment. Come down to the hourlies, and well, yeah, very undecided market there. 6 o'clock yesterday we had that, and then we had them moving around, and really for most of the morning there, right through to 1 o'clock, didn't do anything. Got a bit of action in the afternoon, continued okay with the lower highs there to the downside. Maybe be waiting for the similar thing today, potentially down to the S1. Let's see how it closes at the end of this bar into the next bar. The pound dead flatlining, no interest there at all at the moment. US dollar yen, so US dollar yen is well, the US dollar's strengthening against all three of these so far, and looking well, it's given us with a higher low, etc. here. It's changed course again. It's structurally changed. We've had these lower highs, lower lows, and it's given us this little higher low, but then also broken the trend line that was across from the high to the previous lower high, and we're out of this. And at the moment, it looks like it could have more upside. Now we haven't hit the daily pivot today. If the R1's hit first, there's potential for the R2 to be hit is quite high. So in other words, a continuation here. Haven't really got an immediate trade on this at the moment. I have really been looking for shorts on this. I've missed opportunities. Well, looks like it's not a bad thing now. Australian dollar, I continually like the upside of this. We have had the news out, of course. It is still positive. Yesterday it came off a little bit there, you can see on the dailies, but largely, I mean, it had a long old run of up bars there, with yesterday the first dip before the news, but look how nicely it's come back to the weekly pivot there. If only I was awake, eh? So well, congratulations if you managed to get into on the movement that came through there. It was quite quick within the hour, and off it's going again by looks of things. Bit ugly where it sits now on the hourlies. Break back above the R1 could see a continuation of the overall move, but it might have just run out of gas this morning. US dollar CAD. So the CAD failed a little bit yesterday. It was looking quite decent at one stage, but it rolled over and rolled back. Didn't manage its. It broke the pivot here, the quarterly pivot here, but and closed below it, but didn't last long below it. And well, currently looking like it's got further upside there, but not the neatest of charts overall. Yeah, could all change this afternoon. Nothing there for me at the moment. New Zealand dollar. We've got a mess here. So it's continuing to really, yeah, I'm not interested in the markets doing this. Look at how many days have we seen it just chopping around. Yeah, you might catch the odd lucky move or something like this, but it's ugly. And finally, US dollar Swissy. That looks a bit more positive for the upside on the short time frames. Just look at the upper time frames here. So had been ranging. Has been ranging. Higher lows, higher highs coming through here. Does look like maybe this morning we'd get a continuation. R1 would look good. Time to kick off yesterday, 11 o'clock in the morning. It really kicked. This looks quite nice. In fact, this is the best looking one of the lot here at the moment. US dollar Swissy. Positive possible continuation post 8 o'clock. I'd give it 20 minutes or so, half an hour as ever, but that looks like it's got scope to continue to the upside there. Right, okay, that's the currency pairs. Gold, whoops, I nearly went into natural gas for a minute. I did hit natural gas there. It's come off. Wow. Oil. Gold has gone flat here really on the dailies. It's really not doing too much. It's a mess. Not interested in it at all. So on that basis, I'm not trying to get the crystal ball out and forecast where it might go, because it's just ain't going anywhere obvious. Oil did come off yesterday after looking like it was starting to pick up these high lows, higher highs. It's I guess it gave a lower high at the highs here. Here we go, and it broke the. Yeah, it's broken the technical trend there as well. Looking soft again all of a sudden. Just looks like it's potentially got more downside. As I said yesterday, I'll be surprised how much more it's got, but I'm often surprised. S&Ps. So the S&Ps didn't run up and make a new high yesterday. It struggled there, and not looking particularly glorious at the moment. It sold off in the afternoon there yesterday. Again, if we saw a breakdown here, a break of this 6 o'clock bar here towards the low side, I'd be tempted to be looking on the short side on that if this was the only picture I saw. Of course, this daily thing spoils the whole story. And of course, we've got the Fed meeting out later, and it might be on that Fed basis that we struggle a little bit here with finding trades. It's not unusual in the morning, but we'll see what happens in the afternoon. There may be opportunities still. The FTSE just really losing traction after last week's consolidation. I'm not really interested in that at the moment. The DAX, this managed to continue for part of the day yesterday, but then you look at it on the 4-hourly here, and it's just got into a range now. Consolidation around the highs, still got potential for pushing up. Not looking too ugly, but not any setup for me there. You could be looking to take the breakout of the highs there. May just get a fake out rather than a proper breakout. That's the only risk on this. I'd probably look for a breakout, a retest of the highs, and then see if it moves from there, just so I don't get caught in a fake out. Right, that is it for me there this morning. Not a great deal, I'm afraid. I will speak to you tomorrow morning. wish you a good day's trading, and bye for now.